The stock market has always been a volatile place, and that's nothing new. But now that you're getting ready to retire, the one asset that you have less of as you're transitioning into and through retirement is time. Time is the cure to the volatility of the stock market. The more time you have, the more risk you can afford to take. It used to be during your working years that you could just create a broadly diversified portfolio across asset classes and sectors, diversified across the entire globe. Maybe you have 60% stocks, 40% bonds, or vice versa. The old rule of thumb would be when you would retire, you would just take and put a spigot in that portfolio and start drawing out money. And they said that as long as you weren't taking out more than 4% per year, adjusted for inflation, you should be okay. Some of the academic research being done today says that given the current stock prices, valuations, and the current interest rate environment, a 3% withdrawal strategy may make more sense in today's economic environment. But if we know that time is the cure to the volatility of the stock market, then what makes sense is to diversify your money based on time and when you're going to need those assets. So essentially what you do is you first diversify the money, and then you use the best tool depending on the time horizon and based on when you're going to need the money. So for example, you might want to have some money allocated 0 to 5 years, some money that has 5 to 10 years before you need it, and then 10 plus years. And this is where you can afford to take the most risk with your retirement assets, because this is where you have the most time. So remember, retirement is all about cash flow. It is your income that will determine your lifestyle in retirement, not your net worth. The most important thing is to remember that when you retire, you need to diversify your money based on when you're going to need it. The last thing you want to do is have money in a portfolio that's potentially falling in value. This is what I say is sort of like being stabbed and going to donate blood at the same time. You've got a bad situation and you're making it worse. Remember, you can learn more about these strategies by reading my book, Sound Retirement Planning, found at soundretirementplanning.com, or you can also listen to the podcast, which can be found at Sound Retirement Radio. I hope that you found this helpful.